Welcome to another episode of Straight Shooting Sports Talk, and I'm your host, Dujane Bland. And today we're going to start off with our Saints football matchup. Last week, they tried. Came close, but no cigar, falling short again, making their record 2-4. This week they faced the Green Bay Packers, coming off a very convincing win where in weeks they've looked kind of good. In some weeks they haven't looked so great on the offensive side of the ball. They're going to be going to NOLA. It's a tough place to play. We all know that. But the Saints have to get and find some identity on offense and be able to stick with it. The defense has to give them a little bit of help too. I mean, hey, the guys are putting up 20 points. At least they can do is try to hold them to 17, right? I mean, you can't keep giving up double digits in the 20s points and expecting this offense, which is struggling right now, to consistently be able to win out a lot of games against teams that are very tough. The NFL is really, really even all across the board this year, with the exception of a few teams. Now, we look at the Green Bay Packers. They're running the ball well. Looks like Aaron Rodgers is getting very comfortable back there. Eddie Lacy running very hard, very strong. And the defense, they're coming together as well. Linebacker core really playing well, stopping the run, and corners are doing what they have to do to make sure that they are getting the teams off the field on third downs. Well, what can we look for in this game? I think it's going to be a shootout. I don't think you're going to see the Saints back down. I think they're gaining confidence, even though they lost. I think they're gaining confidence, seeing that they are improving each week. And hey, they're facing a Green Bay Packers team coming in off a high, but the great thing is they are with their fans. They will be backed by their fans, and they'll be on that home field, and that would be a slight advantage for them. I think in the end, Drew Brees will hook up with his targets and Stills and Cooks there. I think we're going to have a nice running game coming from Pierre Thomas, Ingram working his way back in, and they will find a way to squeak it out in a very, very hard-fought game that will be a shootout, and they'll win it in a close one by 3. So I'm going to take the Saints here. I think they come back and redeem themselves and get closer to getting to 500. Now for our look around the league. In our first game, we're going to look at the 5-2 Lions taking on the 2-5 Falcons. Falcons have been struggling all season long. I think that struggle continues. The Lions will come in and do their job and get the win there. We move on to the Vikings, 2-5, Bucks, 1-5. I really like the Bucks in this game. I think they're a team that is young. They're playing with a lot of grit, and I just think at this point in time, collectively, they're a little bit more solid right now than the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to take the Bucks to upset the Vikings here. Our next game, 3-4 Houston Texans taking on the 2-5 Tennessee Titans. Titans overall played halfway decent against the Washington Redskins. I think that they will give them a pretty nice battle, but in the end, I think J.J. Watt and that squad is just going to be too much. I'm going to take the Houston Texans to beat the Titans there. Next, we have the 3-4 Bears against the New England Patriots. 5-2. I mean, I don't know. I mean, who are the Bears? One week they look good. Next week they don't look so good. They look sketchy. I don't know who to take here as far as when it comes down to the Bears. I don't know who's who. I'm going to take the Patriots here. 5-2. They're starting to get a roll on, and I think they edge out the Bears. Next, we look at the Buffalo Bills taking on the Jets. Jets get Percy Harvin. What a weapon. I don't think it's enough time for him to get acclimated to really be a huge effect in this game. I think the Buffalo Bills, I like Kyle Orton and what he's doing there. He's managing the football games very well for this football team, and I expect for the Bills to go 5-3 and go ahead and keep pace with the New England Patriots in their division. Last but not least, Seahawks versus the Panthers. I don't know who the Seahawks are either. The Panthers, we really don't know who they are, but I mean, who do we really know out of all the league anyway? It's been a crazy year. I think Seattle takes another loss. I don't think the Panthers are happy about that loss that they have. They're going to Carolina. They have not looked good on the road. And I don't think they look any better on the road against a defense in the Carolina Panthers that can get after it and get after the quarterback. I think Cam comes back, has a better game, and beats the Seahawks. And the Seahawks will go to 3-4, and the Panthers will go to 4-3. And that, my friends, is our look around the league. Well, now we'll take a look at our Thursday night matchup, and now we can stop talking about Peyton Manning breaking the record. Now we'll just see how far he eclipses this record and makes it out of reach for every other quarterback for centuries to come to try to get a hold of. Peyton Manning, the man, did it last week and also sealed the victory for his football team. And they're on a roll right now, running the ball effectively. He looks good throwing the ball. They have plenty of weapons, have Mr. Concussion back, Wes Welker, and the defense, DeMarcus Ware and the like, are putting pressure on quarterbacks, making it difficult for opposing teams to be effective in executing their offense. Now, Phillip Rivers, he's a little bit ticked off. Had the game one look like it was sealed and you lose by 3. That's got to hurt. They're a team that's playing very well right now. Phillip Rivers looks as best as he has in his whole entire career. Offense looks crisp. They're finding guys. He's finding guys, and he's making guys around him better. And I think that's really what it all comes down to when you look at this Chargers offense. On defense, I wouldn't say that they're as great or as good as the Broncos, but they're solid. They get the job done and make and find ways to give their offense an opportunity to get more points on that board. Now, these two teams coming off a short week, as we all know, most teams that are going to this Thursday night game. Who has the advantage here? I think it's clearly the Broncos. They're at home. Fortunate enough, San Diego doesn't have to travel very far, so that's not really an issue. It's whether guys can recover and get back. And I think this is going to be a very hard-fought game. Could be an upset for the Denver Broncos. You're looking at a Phillip Rivers who lost in a 3-point game, leaving a little bit of a bad taste in his mouth. And you know how he is about taking losses. He doesn't take them very well. He has another opportunity real quick to get back out on the field, redeem himself, and, hey, stretch that record to 6-2 and start making that push towards the playoffs. And what a better way to beat a Broncos team led by Peyton Manning, who's looking really strong right now. With that being said, though, I think it's going to be a very difficult task at hand for the Charger defense. If they can generate some turnovers, which we know sometimes Manning does, but it's very rare. If they can generate some turnovers or just slow down, maybe it's the offense putting together long drives, keeping Peyton Manning off the field. That's the best defense for that offense. If they can do that, control this game, they have a shot. But come on, really? It's Peyton Manning. Julius Thomas, Demaryius Thomas, Wes Welker, Emmanuel Sanders. That's a lot of people to stop. And you can't stop everybody. And I think when it's all said and done, it's going to be another ugly Thursday night game that will eventually be lopsided, and that will favor the Denver Broncos. And I'm taking the Broncos and Peyton Manning to make Thursday night football what it's been all year long. Crap. Well, that's it for our show today. We thank you, as always, for watching our show. We thank all the newcomers who have come and liked our Facebook page. We appreciate that. Keep following us and comment and leave comments, ask questions or whatever. It's welcome, and we really appreciate it. Before I close this show, I like to dedicate this show to a man who helped me get this project started. If it wasn't for his motivation, his constant calling me and giving me and my producer thumbs up on what we were doing, this show wouldn't be possible. Mr. Wilbert Skipper, you'll be missed, sir. That's about all I can say. That's about all I can get out. But you will be greatly missed. And to his family, condolences from Straight Shooting Sports Talk to you. Again, it's been another episode of Straight Shooting Sports Talk.